So I want to talk about skincare, of course. That's how I first found you, I think, on TikTok, because you were talking about like the next gen skincare. So let's get into it. Why don't you take it away and you tell us what's coming, what's on the horizon, what's the future of skincare?
Honestly, there's so much, and it's such an exciting field to watch and partake in. I think in terms of in office, some of the biggest things that are going to be coming along is pairing lasers with things like exosomes and these sort of next level PRP products is what I like to think about, because PRP are these beautiful growth factors that come from yourself. But if you have not as much growth factors because you're older or whatever, you're not going to have as good of a result. So now we have sort of these hyper-driven exosome vesicles that have a ton of growth factors that have incredible impacts on our skin. And pairing that with a laser, you're just going to get more penetration. There's some more at-home exosome products coming out. The issue with those is you really want to make sure that they did stability testing, because they're very, very delicate vesicles and they will break down and then do nothing.
What about like stem cells? Is that something that you've looked into at all?
Yeah, so I think stem cells is also just starting, not just for skin, but all over the body and even the brain. It's very exciting. I personally am not as excited about them as exosomes, just because the regulations on them are weird and they go in and out of whether they're allowed or not. And what you're getting from stem cells is just what they secrete out. So they're not actually being implanted and then growing new skin, right? It's really the growth factors that they are secreting out that improve your skin, which is what exosomes do. So,
got it.
Yeah.
So it's easier to just go for the exosomes.
Yeah.
How do you feel about neurotoxins? I have to ask.
I'm a fan.
Okay.
Yeah, I do it. So what I like to do is do a strong laser, like a Fraxel, and then do Botox once to twice a year. And the lasers really help it so that I don't have to do Botox all the time. Like last year, I think I did Botox once and it was fine.
Got it. What do you think about the people who experience negative reactions? Like, there's a lot of different theories. I mean, I know what happened to me. For me, it triggered mast cell activation syndrome. So that's like what I'm dealing with. And then there are some people, obviously, who get like iatrogenic botulism to the point where they're intubated. And, you know, there's varying degrees of severity.
Yeah, my guess would be is, especially if you had a mast cell activation, when you think about like total toxic burden, we're all sort of living with a bucket that for each individual activity or thing that we eat or do, we're sort of adding. And there gets to a point where it overflows and you can't control that. And then now you have really negative consequences. So if you're very worried about it, one, Xeomin is supposed to be the least toxic. And two, get a total tox test. Get a total tox test before and after and see if you have an increase in toxic burden load. And then you'll really know if it is affecting you in a certain way. Or if you go to a new provider, maybe, you know, who knows?
What's a total tox test and where do you get one of those?
I think Vitality has a good one. I'll remember that name. It basically allows you to test for microplastics, nanoplastics, heavy metals, inflammatory markers like CRP, IL-6, TNF-alpha. It's great to know how your day-to-day activities are affecting your immune system and your total tox load. Although we live in LA, so we're totally screwed.
Yeah, we're totally tox all the time. I know that a study came out and said that I think our brains are like 0.05% plastic.
Yeah.
Is that the one that was the equivalent of like a plastic spoon or something?
Yeah, or a credit card.
Oh, a credit card. Okay. I heard plastic spoon and I was like, ooh.
Yeah, so the brain is not great at getting rid of toxic molecules. That's why you want to boost your lymphatic system as well as take spermidine. That's what spermidine will help you with because it promotes autophagy. But in general, neurons don't divide anymore. So it's not like a skin cell where if something goes wrong, it'll die off and make a new one. You're kind of stuck with what you have. So that's why you get such a buildup there, because these cells aren't like dying and getting cleared out. They have to be cleared out through autophagy.
Okay, so that's why all of those things are so helpful. And if you're doing sauna and you're sweating some of these things out, or you're doing lymphatic massage, you're peeing them out, whatever it is, does that prevent them sometimes from going to the brain? Is it just all circulating?
I wouldn't, it's doubtful it prevents it from going to the brain, but if you add in sleep on top of that, you're going to get good lymphatic drainage. It's like a pipe system, right? So if you clear it out through your body, then it'll be easier to clear it out through your brain because, there's more fluid moving.